Okay, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Harakakodash. Double honors to the Apostles' Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the Akim who are tuning to these videos. Alright, so this is going to be a quick video, another video on the RFID chip. And so this video right here is from this website, the metro.uk. I'm going to have the link in the description so you can watch it, because I'm not going to play it, just in case if it's means for this video to get taken down. Alright, so in particular this video, this article, I believe it was posted in the 3rd of June 2019 near Karagma, and it has a peculiar title for this article. It says, "Microchipped humans will be as commonplace as microchipped pets." The reason they say that is because there's some truth to it, because the elite of this society, they're pushing this chip. Not too long ago, let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, this was on the Daily Show or whatever. It was a TV show on Comedy Central. And again, I'm not gonna play this either. I'll put this video in the description as well. They're pretty much making mockery of people who are afraid of taking the chip. They're showing like the benefits that you can do with that chip. You can open doors and all that. They even got the NW selling it to you. But pretty much, with this article, it's saying that microchipped humans will be as commonplace as microchipped pets, and this was said in 2019 in a UK website. It's funny because I'm bringing this out like that, because in 2016 they made this law. Pretty much says compulsory dog microchipping comes into effect. From the day of April 2016, it will be compulsory for owners to ensure their dog is microchipped. Because the elites, they want everything microchipped. They want hummingbirds microchipped, including you. But through prophecy, they're not going to get everybody, as we know, the 144,000. The 1/3, they're not going to take this chip. But specifically on this article, I'm going to read this. It says, under the new measures, all owners must ensure their dog is microchipped, and their details are kept up to date. And this has been happening for a while already. And they're pretty much training up children too. So you're going to have to watch this video. It's pretty edifying, because scriptures were coming into my mind as the video was playing. It's because they're pretty, in the video he was saying, like the younger generation, they're okay with taking this chip. They're all for it. It's because they grew up, to accept this chip. It says from today, April 2016, owners of dog found by the police or local authorities not to have a microchip will have the benefits explained to them and be given a short period to comply with the microchipping law. If they do not, they could face a fine of up to £500, UK money. And then this article, it came out September 14th, 2019, Yarkaragma. And you got to pay for this article, but Jake ain't about to do that. So, but we got enough information out of it. And this is somewhere in Texas. It says pets adopted from the Kurth Memorial Animal Shelter will now be required to have microchips to help reunite lost pets with their owners. It says required. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. They're not saying that it's going to be a fine that you got to pay, pay $500 and you don't have to get the chip. It's required. And it says we decided to include microchipping as a standard part of the adoption process because it's a recognized best practice in animal welfare, which the majority of shelters are doing across the states of Texas and the country. That's enough of that article. This one was posted 2 days ago. It says this Humane Society hosts rabies and microchip clinics later this month. This one they're offering, both the rabies and microchip. If you get them both, you get a discounted price. It's because the elites they want this chip to be in full effect. They want this image to speak. They want this miracle to work. Because having a chip in your dog, let's say you're at your house and your dog jumps over the fence, and you don't know where he went, but with that chip, you do. And so I'm gonna go ahead and read that. Revelation 13:13 it says, "And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men." This is pretty much speaking about the elites, how they're doing great wonders right now. In their time of rulership. They've split the atom. They've created nuclear missiles. Well, they created atomic bombs, and then they became ICBMs as the years went by. It's a plethora of things that the elites, the Red Hebrew Edomites, they're conjuring up in their minds. Those are those great wonders, and one of those great wonders is the ability that this microchip has with dogs. All right, so continue on. This is verse 14. It says, "And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image of the beast which had a wound by a sword and did live." That's pretty much talking about the Roman Empire coming back, and it's being this society. This society is that it's Rome all over again. It's the beast with the grievous head wound. All right, so in this video, the guy specifically says something that the people are coming to me. They want to get chipped. First he talks about the taboos. There's people that say that the government chipped them, some bugged out stuff. And then he even spoke about this. It says that there's a religious argument around the mark of the beast. So these elites know, and so pretty much they're doing damage control with this video in particular, to still try to sell you the idea. But like in the video, he was saying like, people are coming to me, they want to get this chip and stuff like that. He says I even got people. One of the popular spots is on their neck, and the neck isn't your head, but pretty much like he was alluding to like you can't really open doors if you have a chip in your neck, but if you have that chip in your neck, it's for specific things. And he was going on how like all these chips, they have the devices that they check for glucose levels for diabetic people, and so forth. Because that's gonna go into play with like all the other tools that Esau's conjuring up. One being the neural chip that's going to be connected to your brain, and then whatever chip is allocated inside your body, it's going to be able to communicate with it. So it doesn't matter if it's on your left butt cheek. If you take that chip, you're pretty much ascribing to this wicked kingdom's philosophies, the image, the statues. All right, so I'm gonna jump down, in verse 16. Well, actually, I'm gonna read, what this article says. Then I'm gonna read this. And it's a very short article. It says, so that's what it says. Microchipped humans will be as commonplace as microchipped pets. And I just explained to you how, by law, all dogs have chips. Like, pretty much all dogs have chips. And this article is pretty much saying that humans having chips is going to be as commonplace as pets having chips. So how they're having all these dogs getting chips at the pound or a discounted price or whatever it's going to be as common as it's like it's vice versa with humans. This is going to be the same treatment. So I'm going to read the article. It says, that's what Stephen Northam, director of the UK's leading human technology implant specialist, Biotech, believes. But what if your hand could also replace your debit and credit cards, your passports? And you notice how this is always going to be the selling point for this RFID microchip, is the ability, to replace your debit cards and credit cards. This is Revelation 13:16. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads, necks, butt cheeks, whatever it may be. They're putting this mark on their bodies." Verse 17 says, "And that no man might buy or sell." The selling point of what this article is speaking on, buying and selling, "save he that had the mark, or the image of the beast, or the number of his name." So as we know, to not to trust the enemy, because the people in charge right now, they're the Red Hebrew Edomites, our sworn enemy. And this is Sirach 12:10 says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself," and he says, "Oh, well, this device, this wonder, this miracle that I've conjured up in my backyard, my secret mad scientist lab, it's actually good for you. It's beneficial. What if your dog gets lost? That's him humbling himself. What if someone steals your wallet? You gotta eat. So that's him humbling himself so he can gain your trust, so that he can put this chip in you. So verse 11 says, "Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away." And just another precept. This is Psalms 55:21. It says, "The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn sword." And this is one of the precepts that I was thinking about when I was watching this video. So Lord's will, you as you were watching this video, you also watched the links that I'm gonna post in the description. Because I watched those videos and it made me do this video, but I'm not gonna play those on my channel. You're just gonna have to click the link. Alright, so hopefully this video is edifying. I'll give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Harakakodash, Shalom Akim.